Hello guys, welcome to the channel. Hope you're all doing good. Hope you've all had a blessed day. Just noticed how creased this top is. I just got it out of my drawer. I've just noticed how creased it is. I probably shouldn't have put it on to be on camera, but oh well. Yeah guys, what I want to say is few things really. Just been getting into the Bible a lot more recently, a lot more than what I was in the past. Been trying to read it more often, and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been thinking, I'm considering it. I'm not saying I'm going to do this, but I'm considering it. I'm finding out about it. I'm thinking about possibly going to Bible college. Because it's actually someone whose video I've seen on YouTube. They went there, a different one, I think, in the States, kind of thing. But it's actually affiliated to that college. Like, it's the same college basically, but there's one in not too far away from where I live. Like, so I don't know, guys. I mean, I've been thinking, I don't know. It's like I done this IT stuff with the hope of getting a job in it. But I've just been feeling lately like the Lord's been putting it on my heart that He wants me to go into like ministry or preaching, maybe. It's just that I feel like he's given me the option, but I feel like He wants me to do that. Do you know what I mean? To a lot of people, it's going to sound like a step back because I've done all this stuff in IT and I could have got an okay job in IT. So to a lot of people, it's going to seem like a step back. A lot of people probably won't support this venture, but yeah, that's what I've been feeling like doing lately. Bible college. Yeah, it doesn't seem that prosperous, but to be honest, like there's a lot of pastors and stuff that earn decent money. Like they've all got cars, they've all got houses. Do you know what I mean? Most pastors in any church, kind of thing. So it doesn't. So yeah, it can't be too badly paid. Do you know what I mean? Like it can't be too badly paid. Um. So yeah, I've been thinking about that recently, and obviously, if you become really popular, like if a miracle happens, like and you become like one of the heads of these mega churches, like a Stephen Furtick, for example, although those would be incredibly tough shoes to fill. Like I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near his level. His next level, he is like, do you know what I mean? He's got a lot going for him. His personality and his experiences and everything. He's really talented. Do you know what I mean? He writes music and everything. So I don't think I'm ever gonna get to anything like his level. Do you know what I mean? I don't think I'm gonna get anywhere near there. But yeah, For example, his net worth 60 million. So do you know what I mean? If you did do really well, do you know what I mean? Billy Graham was worth millions as well, and a lot of people consider him one of the best preachers ever. So he was worth millions. So yeah, there's a lot of preachers that are worth a lot. Worth a lot. Do you know what I mean? Even the smaller ones do okay. Do you know what I mean? They earn a living, like a good stable living, and so yeah. Even with relatively small congregations, they earn a decent living. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. So yeah, basically, I could do it part time. Like I've got two options. I can either go to the college full time. I'm still looking into it at the moment, but I can either go to the college full time, um, or I can go part time and work part time, or possibly go part time and work part time. I'm kind of like I'm in an hour in what to do at the moment. I need to find out the ins and outs of it. I've emailed them anyway, so I need to find out the ins and outs of it. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at the moment. What I'm thinking of doing. That's what my mind's on at the moment. So depending on what they say and everything, can wind different things up. I think I might do that. I mean, I'm currently like having programming lessons that I'm paying for, but yeah, that'd have to stop. I think. Well, I don't know for sure if it'd have to stop, but it may have to stop if I do go to the Bible college kind of thing. Because I'd have to pay for the Bible college, so or at least I'd have to cut the lessons down maybe to a couple a month programming lessons instead of the amount I have at the moment. So yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm looking to do, guys, at the moment. That's what I'm thinking of doing. Like I say, to a lot of people, it might seem like a step back, but I believe like God plants these seeds for a reason. I believe that girl from that college whose video I was seeing come across my screen for a reason. It wasn't because I searched her out. It was like it just popped up, and I believe God plants these seeds. Do you know what I mean? Or the algorithms, or whatever you want to call it, it all plants these seeds, and God knows everything, I believe. So, do you know what I mean? Just because it's a pipe dream at the moment, I believe God has a way of making dreams become reality. I really do. Like, if you put the work in, and like it says, we walk by faith, not by sight. Do you know what I mean? The world goes after instant gratification, like what they can see right now. Do you know what I mean? Like they go after like what's there right now, what they can hold on to, but faith doesn't work like that. Do you know what I mean? It's like you walk by faith, not by sight. You don't plan everything. You plan it kind of, but it's more you're led. Do you know what I mean? You're more led by faith. Do you know what I mean? In the things you can't see, the hope for things you can't see, basically. Um, like believing it'll come to pass. Like that's faith. Do you know what I mean? Believing in a higher power, basically, that's going to guide you and help you and lead you and help you reach your goals. Do you know what I mean? That's uh that's what God does. Do you know what I mean? This is what I found in my life. Do you know what I mean? I didn't start off with the IT stuff. Do you know what I mean? Years ago, I watched The Matrix. Do you know what I mean? I got an interest in IT. I started getting into programming through watching The Matrix. Started getting a bit of an interest in programming and I guess hacking, but I never really got into the hacking, even though I had a book on it. I never really experimented or anything because I just didn't. I didn't get that far basically. But yeah, that was the seed, the Matrix. Do you know what I mean? The seed, or yeah, and then yeah, do you know what I mean? It's funny how things work. Do you know what I mean? Things plant seeds, things timing and everything. Do you know what I mean? It's funny how things work. But yeah, that was kind of what led me to get into programming, and I've done a bit in the past, but I couldn't afford lessons when I was younger. So I learnt so much and then got stuck, and I couldn't go any further. But then as I got older, I had the money to pay for lessons, and so I started doing that, and that led me on my IT kind of like goal to change careers and to kind of, well, not change careers because I didn't really have a career anyway. I'd done a bit of painting, I'd done other jobs, like just general everyday jobs. But I wouldn't say I had a career as such. But yeah, the IT, now I've got a good education in IT, well, decent education in IT, and I can probably earn not too bad money if I was to go into it, but um, or like okay money, should I say? Do you know what I mean? Don't know about great money, but decent money. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, but yeah, I don't know if that's what I want to do. Do you know what I mean? I'll always use it as a backup. I'm still going to learn about IT because it's an interest of mine. Do you know what I mean? But so is the Bible. The Bible's a bigger interest of mine. Because it's to do with God, and God's the center of my life. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. God is like the driving force behind everything I do. He's like, um, I know He's the truth. I know I need Him more than breath itself. He's the one who gives me breath. So, um, yeah, so I want to please Him as much as I can. Do you know what I mean? And I believe being a preacher, doing it the right way, would please Him. Do you know what I mean? Big responsibility. It's a big responsibility. I don't know if I want to take on the responsibility, but I feel like He's been giving me the nudge, that He's giving me the approval. So I don't know. I don't know, guys. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I want that responsibility, but there's other avenues as well. You can get more into a lot of people who do preaching now, they're into music as well and stuff like that. They do like their own worship music as well as preaching and stuff like that. A lot of these, I guess the bigger preachers do anyway, but I suppose even smaller ones do as well. So there's avenues, do you know what I mean? There's stuff I can get into, like music. I could start learning about music, singing and stuff like that. Don't think I've got a bad voice, do you know what I mean? I've never had no training either. So if I had training, I'd probably be a decent singer. So yeah, so yeah, it's all possibilities. Do you know what I mean? It's all possibilities, but yeah, I don't know, guys. I'm just looking into it at the moment, but what I'm thinking of doing is either studying full time or studying part time, and yeah, and doing a part time job, maybe in IT, maybe in something else. I don't know. But that's what I'm thinking of doing, either studying part time or working part time, or studying full time. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna see what's best. But I think that's what I'm looking at. I don't think I'm gonna get a full time job in IT yet, anyway. Or I don't think I'm gonna, basically. I don't think I'm gonna. I don't think that's the route I'm gonna go. I think preaching and maybe music. I think that's the route I want to go in. So yeah, but the IT, it's always a backup. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'd never do it part time, or like I'd do it to earn money if I needed to, if I was between jobs or something. I'm always going to learn about IT because it's an interest of mine. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, I pay for a few sites to do with IT, so I'm gonna carry on with it part time, like just around like the Bible college, or around a part time job kind of thing. This is what I'm thinking. This is what I'm thinking, kind of thing. I don't know what the future's going to look like at the moment. Do you know what I mean? I'm getting older. Do you know what I mean? I'm like 41, maybe 42. I can't remember whether I'm 41 or 42. I think I might be 42 even, or I'm not sure to be honest. One of the two. Um, so yeah, I'm not getting any younger. Do you know what I mean? Kind of really is throwing all my eggs in one basket, going to Bible college. Because do you know what I mean? Kind of is, but yeah, you walk by faith, not by sight. Lots of people can't do that because they don't believe in God. Do you know what I mean? Or the faith's not that strong, so they don't believe God can come through, and they don't believe in signs and wonders and seeds that God plants and stuff like that. But I do. Do you know what I mean? I don't think anything happens for a reason. I think everything happens at the right time for a reason. Do you know what I mean? Call me crazy, but that's what I think. And I think if you've got the faith, if you've got the belief in yourself and the belief in God, more so the belief in God, to be honest, because He's the one who makes it all work, I believe. Do you know what I mean? We can only do so much on our own strength, but God will help us if we follow Him. That's all I can say, guys. This is what I've learned in my life. He's helped, like I say, He's helped me get an education in IT. He's helped me with other things in my life. Um, so yeah, I believe. Do you know what I mean? I believe if I go to this college, do you know what I mean? It seems like a pipe dream. A lot of people will have doubts about it, like they won't think I can do it, or they'll think, "What is he doing that for when he's got a background in IT and he can get a job and get a mortgage and do this, do that, X, Y, Z." But yeah, I believe walk by faith, not by sight. Do you know what I mean? Walk by faith, not by sight. I believe God will make it succeed, even if I'm in a small church. Do you know what I mean? As a pastor or a preacher, or in some other type of ministry, even if my YouTube takes off through it, I believe God will make it work one way or the other, and whatever His plan is for my life, I don't know what it is, but I believe He'll make it work one way or the other. Do you know what I mean? This is what I believe. God does that. Do you know what I mean? When you follow Him and you're invested in Him, He invests in you. Do you know what I mean? It's just what I believe. I've seen it in small amounts in my life, but nothing too major yet. But I know it's the truth. Do you know what I mean? I feel it in my bones. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, a lot of people will doubt me, or they'll doubt God. Do you know what I mean? Maybe not me, but they won't doubt God. But you know what I mean? They'll doubt me, or they'll doubt God. Some people do doubt God. Do you know what I mean? And they won't believe in this venture. They won't believe in me. Do you know what I mean? But that's okay. Do you know what I mean? Because not everyone's meant to come along for the journey and the ride. So um, whoever is will, and whoever doesn't, and we'll see what happens. Do you know what I mean? We'll see if I'm right or if I'm wrong. Do you know what I mean? That's all I can say. Time will tell. Time will tell. So but I have faith. I have belief. I know the Lord. Do you know what I mean? And I know the Lord's good, and I know in my bones that He'll come through. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying I'm going to be like a Stephen Furtick. No way. I'm not going to be. Do you know what I mean? I can't see that at all. Do you know what I mean? Because he's got so many things going for him. It's just, yeah, I'm not that guy. Do you know what I mean? I've had a different life and two different stories completely. But but yeah, if I can even achieve a rat's nostril of like a rat's nostril of success at all through doing what I love and what I believe in, and what I believe is good, like spreading the gospels and increasing God's kingdom on the earth. If I can even do that to a small amount, and earn a living, earn a decent living doing it, then I'll be very happy with that. Do you know what I mean? I'll be very happy with that indeed. Do you know what I mean? Be more than happy with that. I feel like I've succeeded at life. Then all I have to do is find a wife. Do you know what I mean? And settle down, and then it'll be like I've succeeded at life, and then I can like live my life with that family, and then just then pass happily. Do you know what I mean? When the time comes. But life's full of twists and turns anyway. You may have one purpose, but you may have another purpose. Do you know what I mean? It's not straightforward, and there's many trials and tribulations, and many problems, and many storms. Um, so yeah, there's many twists and turns in life. Do you know what I mean? It's not linear. Do you know what I mean? It's not linear. Do you know what I mean? It's yeah, peaks and valleys. You know what I mean? So yeah, twists and turns. So I don't know what the future's gonna hold. I don't know where how I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna leave this earth, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna do from day to day. I just let the Lord lead me. He's planted this seed in my head about preaching, so do you know what I mean? I've had stuff planted in my head about music before as well. So I think they're the two areas I'm going to look to go into. Um, yeah, the IT as well. That seed's been planted, so I'll probably try and carry on with the IT because it's always been an interest of mine since I was very much younger. Since I first seen the Matrix, like I say, so I'll probably carry on with that as well. But yeah, the IT is not the main focus. The Bible college would be the main focus, and even if I don't go to Bible college, like I'm really going to study the Bible. So, but I think Bible college would probably be what I'd look to do because then I'll be there and I'll have to do it. Whereas if I'm at home and studying in my own time, it's like I don't have to do it. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I slack a bit. Do you know what I mean? When it comes to reading the Bible, I don't always feel like it, or I just make excuses to do something else sometimes. Whereas if I'm at Bible college, I'm going to be there all, do you know what I mean? A lot of the time. So I'm going to be learning a lot about the Bible. So it's going to be good. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be good for my YouTube because I'm going to have plenty of stuff to talk about. Plenty of stuff to talk about. Plenty of scripture to talk about. Plenty of people, other people, godly people, fellowship I'm going to have with other believers while I'm there. That's going to be good as well. I'm going to meet new believers and I'm going to make new connections and stuff. So it's all positive. Do you know what I mean? I've struggled in the past to meet fellow Christians. Like I have met some, and it's my own fault really for losing contact with a lot of them. I still see one or two like but yeah, on the whole, I've lost. I haven't lost contact with them. I've got the option. I used to go to a Bible study basically, and I've got the option to go again. I keep saying I'm gonna go, but so far I've slacked. But yeah, it's because it's a central location and it's coming back on the night. I don't like coming back on the night. It's because I have to get the bus because I don't drive and stuff. So it's like, um, yeah, it's not the best coming through the city on the bus at night. Do you know what I mean? Doesn't really bother me too much. I've done it before. Do you know what I mean? But it's just you're tired in the evening and stuff, and you ain't got the motivation. It's like yeah, it's just I'd like to stay in touch with those guys. I would, do you know what I mean? But I just don't know if I'll get to another Bible study again. I'll try to. I'll try to, but you never know. Maybe going to Bible college will motivate me to consider Bible study as well. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'll do both. But yeah, like I say, I'll probably have to do a part-time job around the college as well, perhaps, just to earn a bit of extra money and keep my CV updated. Do you know what I mean? Probably so. Just for whenever I do finish the college and I need to find a job either in ministry in a church or doing IT. Do you know what I mean? Whichever I can get, basically. Do you know what I mean? So so yeah, we'll see though, guys. We'll see. I've waffled on for a long time with this conversation. You basically know my whole life story, what's going on at the moment. So yeah, but yeah, thought I'd update you guys. So that's it. So yeah, we'll see who comes along for the ride and who leaves it. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. It's hard to say. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say. I have faith, and I believe it'll all work out. We walk by faith, not by sight, and that's it. Everything happens for a reason. What's meant to be will be, and that's all I gotta say. So that's it. So take care, guys. God bless. Take care. God bless. Much love, and I'll be back soon. Love you all.